What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Roland Orzabal. And we're back for the final tune on his 2001 album Tomcats Screaming Outside, after which we're going to go to Everybody Loves a Happy Ending, which I've been waiting to hear for a long time. And yeah, the final tune on Tomcats Screaming Outside, I was going to say Everybody Loves Screaming Outside, which would be a cool combo album, but yeah, it's called Maybe Our Days Are Numbered, which... It's funny to use the word maybe. Like, our days are numbered, it'd be like, okay, it's, whether we're talking more situationally or just in terms of our mortality, it feels like we're touching on themes of, the future, the unknown, and ultimately death. But maybe our days are numbered, it introduces not only uncertainty, but, I don't know, to my mind, a bit of cheekiness. Like, I wonder... what the context is. Now, who knows, it might be deadly serious, but ultimately, yeah, when I saw the title, it made me laugh, because it's like, maybe. It's like, we might be all right, but maybe our days are numbered. So, yeah, don't quite know what to make of it, but obviously, if your days are numbered, not only is there an apparent end, but there's been either some form of calculus, some quantifiable rubric by which it has been established just how long you have left. It's, very specific. So let's find out what Roland has to say about any of these things. Probably nothing. This is Roland Orzabal. The track is Maybe Our Days Are Numbered, and it's from the 2001 album Tomcats Screaming Outside. Oh, we got acid. Sound that I was going to say was making me think of like a sonic lighthouse.
You build but you can't afford to, so I ask if I can stay with you tonight. Are we going against the grain?
See that coming. The lighthouse is back. acid cricket mode. The ending of that for the track and album, I think, is fantastically conceived. Very silver voice on this one, just sounding very sweet and sonorous, not really hitting that bombastic level that he can. And again, one of the things I love about his voice is that he can go like powerfully in so many different ways. It's like, people who know the Tears for Fears reactions will know there were some early songs of theirs where I thought I was hearing like a backing like female vocalist, and it was like, no, Roland can actually hit those notes, and then he can also, really just like, well, I was gonna say bellow, that's not the right word, but he can really belt. And a sort of like deeper voice, but he can also be very like, soft and delicate, and it felt like that was sort of the primary idiom here. Also, we got that phase of the track where it was affected as if he was, far away in like some other dimension. I enjoyed that moment. Yeah, sonically, we had another groove that was, not drum and bass per se, but it had that syncopated, trip hop kind of feel to it. We had an acid squiggle through the whole track, which, you don't use a proper acid sound unless you enjoy the acid sound. So it makes me very happy that Roland, at least in some tunes, sees the, appreciates the place of a 303. So big shout out to that. And again, it was sort of like this pulse of the tune. I made a joke that it's like a cricket, but it had that like, it wasn't, some acid techno tunes, the acid line's like whipping up, coming back down, it's flaring, there's like accents here and there. It was more simplistic and targeted. It was just that simple pulse, but it was sort of like a two-part pulse, like a quick one and then a more like a full like second part. So I enjoyed that element a great deal. And yeah, I didn't quite get a sense, but it sounded like it's more a relationship, like maybe our days, like this relationship, this thing we have is, maybe our days are numbered in that regard. So it's not like, some external factor that you're facing, or like, you're counting down the days till you succumb to whatever fate you have, but it's more like maybe this is going in such a wrong way that it's on, we can see how it'll break up at this point. So I felt like maybe that was what it was about. And again, knowing the history of the group on some rudimentary level, it always makes me wonder when I hear something like that. It's like, oh, is it maybe about him and Kurt in the original configuration of the group, and it maybe, that this is getting to the, like, he should have seen the signs or something. But ultimately I feel like that's very speculative. And also, I'm well aware that he's written a number of songs about his first wife and the tumultuous relationship that entails, so I feel like that's another possibility. But either way, a really cool tune to end the album with, and in particular, I love that ending part. It was a very nice cap to the album. So shout out to Roland, shout out to Kim, shout out to Philip for sharing this, shout out to all the people, Michael and Kevin, and many others who've commented on the Roland / Tears for Fears albums. And indeed, shout out to Kim. I know I'm lagging on going through other stuff, including, I believe, Mayfield you were talking about recently. So yeah, I'll try to get through everything. Yeah, it's just difficult these days, but ultimately I'm up for it. So yeah, we will continue on, hopefully with these different side quests, but for sure we will now get to Everybody Loves a Happy Ending, which I have been waiting for a long time. And yeah, ultimately curious to hear what the reconnected Roland and Kurt will do vocally, sonically, compositionally. So looking forward to it. Let me know what you think of this. I will see you next time. Peace. Luca, what are you doing?